Welcome back to the channel. This is No Luck Trucking. I'm Matt. We're sitting in Newark, New Jersey. It's up there with my least favorite places to be. We're waiting on our FedEx shipment. It's currently 1:49 p.m. We've been here since like 5 a.m. And in typical Newark fashion, there's a bunch of construction. Sends you down some weird ways. So getting over here was interesting. And then we had to drive down the block, a couple of lights to drop the trailer over there. And then come back over to this drop lot that they have that's across the way from the Newark FedEx airport terminal. And we're sleeping over here in the lot. So we were required to be on site at 6 a.m. Now, I guess this is on the edge of what a solo driver can do, as long as you don't hit any traffic and everything's good. It's like 550 miles. So it's doable, definitely doable for a solo guy. So they want them here to reset to make sure you have 100% full clock, which is fine. But we're not a solo driver. And we told them that, but they said FedEx doesn't care. So we were like, that's weird. We've never had FedEx care about us being on site. Typically, they want the opposite. Like, they want you to go away somewhere. So we get here, drop the trailer, and nobody seems to really know or care where we are to stage for this reset at all. They don't care. They're like, oh yeah, I guess if you want to park, you can park over there. So leads me to believe that it is not FedEx that wants the mandatory reset. It's probably the agent, and I don't know why they wouldn't just say that. But anyways, so one of the things here is, so that way is the interstate off-ramp. So we were parked along that curb. Then I decided we should move after a bunch of trucks went by blasting the air horn, and like there was a motorcycle that was like revving it the entire way, bunch of loud cars, things like that, you know. So I was like, all right, we'll move away from directly next to the interstate. Then about the break of dawn, all the airplanes started taking off and landing at Newark. It was very, very, very loud. So pretty much was sleeping in between the planes landing. So it was like every hour, every other hour, something like that, we would get shaken. So I guess when they're taking off, it's not as bad. When they're landing, it's the loudest. Because the plane just took off there, and it's not really that loud. A little bit. You could probably hear it. But it, I don't know. It was weird. Like, you know, we used to run refrigerated trailers, and you have the motor right next to where you're sleeping, and that really never bothered me. And like trucks idling and stuff like that, it never really bothered me. But man, air horns blasting at your truck is definitely something that will stop your sleep. And also apparently airplanes landing probably like 2 blocks that way, so they're dropping pretty much right over this lot. It's hard to sleep. Kind of shakes the truck. I had earplugs in, and it was still like you could feel it in your chest. That's how percussive it was. So I mean, I'm pretty well rested, ready to get this over with so we can deadhead home and start taking some time off. But so this goes back to what I've been saying, is like the amount of stuff you're willing to put up with when the market's bad just rises exponentially. It's like, well, one, I don't really like Newark. And two, trying to reset next to planes landing a block or two away, it's not the most fun. But it paid well. It lined up well. It got us close to the house. So we're going to run with it, you know? It is what it is. You can lose a little bit of sleep here and there, but I don't know, I was taking like 2-hour naps basically, and did multiple naps on our mandatory reset, so I'm good to drive. We should be rolling in there probably about like 1 a.m., something like that. I don't know if they allow us to park on site there. We'll see. Otherwise, we'll start heading towards the house. It's 3 hours to the house, which I don't know if we're going to be ready to rough that out straight through. But you know, the market is what it is. It's not great, so I mean, we just have to kind of do what we got to do. My buddy Fate Trucking had a really nice title for his video the other day, is consistent freight pays the bill, or something to that effect. And that's kind of where we're at. You know, we're not looking for those like crazy rates that happen every once in a while. We're looking just for the consistent stuff that pays the bills, makes some money. Hopefully it's not too much of a headache, but here recently we've been putting up with a lot more than we normally would. But you got to do what you got to do. You know, we're just trying to make consistent money. We're not trying to like make $1 million. You know, that's kind of unrealistic in this market, but we're just trying to cover the costs, make some money, take some home time, relax. Yeah, definitely ready to get off the road for a little while. It's I don't know. It's always the last load that jams you up when you're just trying to go home. But I am super thankful that we're not at a reefer company that basically does dispatching, because like the options that they would give us were always terrible. They kept sending us to a Food Lion warehouse that they would hold us the entire day, and like we're so close to the house. It's like, guys, just take the stuff off the trailer, charge whatever ridiculous lumper fee you're going to charge to unload your product, and just let us go. You just want to go home. But it was always that last load that would jam you up. They would hold you forever. There would be like an overage or shorted, and you have to kind of like hold tight until they figured that out. It was not great. Speaking of Prime Ink, this Landstar truck over here has the old Prime graphics and the Stars and Stripes sticker on it. All right, so we just got a call from FedEx. Our trailer is ready an hour early, so that's good. We're gonna head over there and pick that up in just a few. So I don't really know where I left off, so we're just gonna keep rolling like it wasn't like a 5-minute break in that video. But yeah, it sucks. These other two guys, I think they got here before us, and we just got the call. I don't know if their stuff is ready and they just can't leave until they're 10 hours up, or if their stuff just isn't ready. I have no idea. So we're gonna head over there. We're gonna pick up our trailer, get rolling. Probably get caught in all the major traffic, but what are you gonna do on a Friday afternoon? Yeah, I think I was talking about the Prime Ink. Their loads home always sucked. They were so bad, and like you would take garbage rates just because it got you to the closest place to the house. It was either like meat loads or like grocery stores, and both of them sucked. So it is what it is. I will say this is probably the nicest place that I've stayed at in Newark, and I want to also quantify that by saying most of the places that I stayed in Newark were shippers and receivers, and they sucked. You had to like park on the street, super sketchy, didn't really care for it. I don't even like being here. GPSs are no help, so you have to really know the roads that you're taking and just completely ignore what the GPS is saying, follow the signs, or else you'll get jammed up so fast. When I was a rookie trucker, I did so many loops around, actually going to the same FedEx place because Prime pulls out of here every once in a while. I took so many laps around this place, and then I took a road that dumped me out right near a like a low height bridge. Decided to like make a detour, and basically I don't know how many times I went through that toll booth, but it is what it is. Didn't hit anything, didn't break anything. And then since then I've learned just know the roads that you're going on with, just completely disregard what the GPS is saying, follow the roads, because there is a lot of construction through here as well, so everything changes. I haven't been here in like 3 years, something like that. It looks completely different. So all right, let's go get this trailer and get rolling. We'll film this adventure in the next video, so you'll see that one probably tomorrow or the following day, whenever. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.